Okay, just started another fire here, primitive fire, just using one little cotton ball there and some tinder that I got under a bush. Now the rest of this stuff, this is paper towels and paper plates and stuff. You want to keep all that in a separate bag. You don't want to be throwing that out. So let me just get this fire started using a knife, but you can use any type of steel. And here's a flint striker. So let's get this going. Okay, that's all it is. You get your fire started. So like I say, keep two separate bags. One, garbage, but make sure you have a separate bag. Let me get this stuff off of here. Okay. Have your regular garbage bag, and then you have one bag with all your paper items. Okay, and then you're gonna go to your tinder like this, throw that on there. And then you go to your larger tinder, branches, larger branches, and just stick with it. Don't walk away. Keep with the fire. Okay, this is all mostly pine. Okay, I'm going to be doing barbecue pork chops tonight. Okay, starting to get so hot I gotta get back because my phone will turn off if it gets too hot. Okay, I've got pine here, the bigger stuff, round pine, some split. Let me get some more on there. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe put one on a piece on here. Okay, so that's all that you need. I'm not gonna put that big chunk on there. And just let it burn down until you get an ember bed down in there. And then you can rake it smooth. You can rake it to the back. Put your grill on there. When you put your grill on there, if you rake the ember bed to the back, then put your stuff on the front, and it'll be much cooler. You can regulate the temperatures. Okay. Like I say, I just did one cotton ball that I soaked in this 91% alcohol, which you should always have in your medical kit. And the ferro rods are really cheap. But I just dropped one of them. Okay, that's all you need. 75 cents. That'll last you for years. Now, if you're using one of these, $7 or $8 or whatever it is, get a couple months out of it. But use the ferro rod. That'll last you for years. Just using any type of steel will work. You don't have to use a knife or anything. It's getting really hot here, so I'm going to pull back. Get back over here, upwind I should say, because that's getting way too hot. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna be doing barbecued pork chops for me and my friend. I like the this brand, the Sweet Honey barbecue sauce. It's just really good, and so you know, that's all. It's just another, you know, technique. And like I say, simple flint striker, 75 cents, will last you for years. This is like 3.5 inches. Just striking it against a knife or whatever. Now, you can use magnesium bars, and the magnesium bar is cool. You know, you have to have a sharp blade to cut off the shavings, and you make a little shavings pile, and then you use the flint striker like I just used to ignite the magnesium, and that puts off over 3,000 degrees. It doesn't produce a big flame like if you're using you know, alcohol on a cotton swab. You'll get a 6-inch flame, and you know, when you're using tinder like I do, just go under any bush and it works great. You just grab some of this stuff. That's all you need to be grabbing, you know, and then put a cotton ball on there that you saturated with the alcohol. You know, I would say go with the highest percentage you can get. That's 91%. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this on there. Well, I don't even have to. I'll just leave it right there. Okay, so I got a nice campfire going, and then I'm gonna be cooking up, you know, barbecue pork chops for me and my friend, and that's all there is to it, you know. So can't really ramble on more than that about, you know, if you want to save a lot of money and you can cut wood and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of wood out here, but they have certain laws on the BLM properties. And I'm getting sidetracked. This is like, there's 2 hummingbirds over there, and they're competing to get the water out of that hummingbird feeder there, and they're chasing each other, you know, like trying to chase each other off. But okay, but on the BLM lands, the mesquite trees, the ironwood trees, the Palo Verde trees and stuff like that, they prevent you now from just walking around and picking up the deadwood. Even they can literally kick you off BLM lands. You know, there's all this deadwood, and it's a stupid process, a stupid law. Look at all that deadwood right there. You know, all these, you know, they say it's illegal to even burn this stuff that's laying on the ground. That's stupid, because one ember from a fire and ignites that, and then that ignites this big log here that I'm standing next to. And then you have, you know, you have an issue, obviously. You know, things start to ignite, and then all the trees burn down. And they're trying to protect the trees, and I understand that policy. But when you come up with a stupid policy about dead wood that's on the ground and not being able to burn it, that's stupid. Because that's what caused all these forest fires in Arizona and California. They're going through massive forest fires. And it's because of these stupid, I mean, people, I don't know, you know, I know Donald Trump, the president, wanted to fire the National Forest guy and the head of the National Forest and stuff like that, because they were coming up with these really stupid laws that people can't pick up and put in their fire dead wood that's laying on the ground. You know, I mean, which is hazardous. When you let that stuff pile up and that catches on fire, then you have a super fire that can go 80,000 acres, 150,000 acres, all that kind of stuff. Those are really stupid policies. I understand their main reason was because of the drought. They were worried about people cutting down the trees and stuff like that. Because the trees were all dying because of the drought. And I understand that. But when you all of a sudden say, well, leave all the dead material on the ground. Don't rake it up. Don't put it in your campfire. Don't cut it up, the dead wood, lay it on the ground. You know, to get rid of those potential ground fires, which is what really spreads these massive fires that have been going on for years out here in California and Arizona. When you start telling people you can't do that, well, look what's happened. I'm getting like 2,000 ground fires. You know, every lightning strike. It's not campfires. It's dry fire. They call it dry fires. It's not caused by people having campfires. These fires are starting up in the middle of nowhere, and a lightning bolt hits. You know, and it's over 2,000 degrees, and it starts a ground fire. And because they stopped allowing people to collect firewood, you know, dead firewood, dead trees on the ground, laying on the ground and stuff, branches and stuff like that, well, you start having these massive fires, which are, you know, burning down millions and millions of acres, and also people's homes. People are dying, animals are dying, everything else. So there's really stupid people in politics that come up with those laws. But anyway, gonna be cooking up some barbecue pork chops in a few minutes here for me and my friend, and nice pork chops. So, and that's about it. So, this is Eagle Eric signing out.